Welcome to Midnight Quiz Club, the tranquil trivia podcast made for bedtime, downtime, or just a good time. I'm your host, Andy, and as it's episode 1, I just want to explain what we're doing here, how's it going to work. So, when I get in bed at night, I like to pop a podcast in, just gives my mind something to focus on, helps me drift off, and apparently I'm not the only one. It's quite common now. I'm a big fan of trivia podcasts, quiz podcasts, but sometimes I find them a bit wacky, a bit loud, not really in keeping with the chilled vibe I'm going for at night. So I thought, why not make one myself? So here I am. Now, it might seem counterintuitive to try and answer quiz questions while you're trying to fall asleep, but sometimes having something to focus on, like an audiobook or podcast, a quiz, etc., just helps your mind drift off and relax, forget about the stressful thoughts in the day. So, how's it going to work? Well, we're going to have 3 rounds. There'll be the first round, which is general knowledge. That'll be 10 questions about anything and everything. A second round of 10 questions. Now, that is going to be a themed round, so that can be about a certain subject or a certain type of round, just something a bit different than the first. We've got a bit of flexibility there. And then finally, a final bonus round of 5 questions. Again, that will have a common theme, which I'll explain as and when. What I'm going to do is read the question, repeat it one more time, and then give you a bit of time, probably 6 or 7 seconds, to have a think of the answer. I was wondering whether to wait till the very end and reveal all the answers at once. However, because this is designed to be quite a relaxing, chilled out podcast, if you fall asleep, you don't want to have to wait till the end to find out if you got the question right or not. So, without further ado, let's start with round 1, general knowledge. Question number 1. Which international football team has the most World Cup final appearances without ever having won the tournament? Which international football team has the most World Cup final appearances without ever having won the tournament? That is the Netherlands. 3 times finalist in 74, 78 and most recently in 2010, yet have never lifted the trophy. Question number 2. What is the second most expensive property on a standard UK Monopoly board? What is the second most expensive property on a standard UK Monopoly board? That is, of course, Park Lane. Question number 3. Small Heath, Perry Bar and Spark Hill are all areas of which UK city? Small Heath, Perry Bar and Spark Hill are all areas of which UK city? That is Birmingham. Question number 4. The Aurora Borealis is more commonly known as what? The Aurora Borealis is more commonly known as what? That's the Northern Lights. Was really lucky when we went to Iceland a couple of years ago. Managed to see them. It doesn't look like they do on pictures. You have to sort of take a picture on your phone with without the flash on. I can't remember exactly how, but it just kind of looks a bit grey in the sky rather than how you see it on photos. Question number 5. The Detroit Red Wings are a professional team that compete in which sport? The Detroit Red Wings are a professional team that compete in which sport? That would be ice hockey. They compete in the NHL. Question number 6. Angry Ginge was crowned King of the Jungle in this year's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, but who won the very first series back in 2002? Who won the very first series of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here back in 2002? That was Tony Blackburn. Question number 7. Who released their 5th studio album entitled West End Girl this year? Who released their 5th studio album titled West End Girl this year? That was, of course, Lily Allen. Question number 8. What came first in the world of Pokemon? Was it the video game, a TV series, or the trading card game? In the world of Pokemon, what came first? A video game, the TV series, or the trading card game? It was the video game. The first Pokemon game was released in 1996 in Japan, initially named Pocket Monsters. There was Pocket Monsters Red and Pocket Monsters Green. Question number 9. K is the chemical symbol for which element? The letter K for kilo is the chemical symbol for which element? That is potassium. And final question of this round, question number 10. Which African country has the largest population? That's which African country has the largest population? Nigeria is the answer there. Well, that brings us to the end of round 1. We're going to start round 2 in a moment. Now, the theme this week is fictional locations. So these can be locations from TV, films, video games. I'm going to give you the name of the town or city, and I want you to tell me which TV show, which movie, which video game that's from. For example, if I say Springfield, the answer would be, of course, The Simpsons. So let's begin round 3, fictional locations. Location number 1, New York. New York. I am saying new twice there. New York. That is from Futurama. I used to love Futurama. I've not seen any of the new ones. I'll add that to my catch-up list over Christmas. Location number 2, Hawkins, Indiana. Hawkins, Indiana. That is from Stranger Things. Again, something I need to catch up on. I watched the first series when it came out, which was probably like 6-7 years ago now, so I've really fallen behind, but stick it on the list. Location number 3, Weatherfield. Location number 3, Weatherfield. That is from Coronation Street. Location number 4, Raccoon City. Raccoon, as in the animal, Raccoon City. That is from the Resident Evil video games or the movies, I suppose. Location number 5, Bikini Bottom. Location number 5, Bikini Bottom. That is home to SpongeBob SquarePants. Location number 6, King's Landing. Number 6, King's Landing. That, of course, is from Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Location number 7, Hogsmeade. Hogsmeade. That is from the Harry Potter movies or books. Location number 8, Metropolis. Location number 8, Metropolis. That is home to Superman. So you can have any of the comics, any of the films. Location number 9, Pallet Town. Location number 9, Pallet Town. I'll spell that for you. Pallet. Pallet Town. That is home to Ash Ketchum of Pokemon. Second Pokemon question this week. I do apologise if you're not a fan, but I've been having a bit of a nostalgic week. I've started playing the Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Blue games again. And finally, location number 10, Whoville. Whoville. That is from The Grinch. How did you do there? Couple of tricky ones in there. I think Raccoon City from Resident Evil. If you managed to get that, well done. Anyway, speaking of Whoville and staying on that Christmas theme, let's go to the final round. Round number 3, Christmas lyrics. So as it's that time of year, we're going to be doing a couple of Christmas rounds. So this one is Christmas songs. What I'm going to do is read you an extract from a Christmas song, a few lyrics, and I want you to tell me the name of that song. Now, I believe a couple of these probably have cover versions or artists that have been sung by multiple artists. If you just name one of the artists who have covered that song, I think that's okay. It's Christmas, I'm feeling generous. So we'll start with song number 1. Don't make me fall in love again if he won't be here next year. Don't make me fall in love again if he won't be here next year. That is from Santa Tell Me by Ariana Grande. Song number 2. Got on a lucky one. Came in 18 to 1. I've got a feeling this year's for me and you. And again, got on a lucky one. Came in 18 to 1. I've got a feeling this year's for me and you. That is from The Fairy Tale of New York by The Pogues and Kirsty MacColl. Probably the best Christmas song. Song number 3. Tell me, baby, do you recognise me? Well, it's been a year. It doesn't surprise me. Tell me, baby, do you recognise me? Well, it's been a year. It doesn't surprise me. That is, of course, from Last Christmas by Wham. Song number 4. Top to toe in tailbacks. Oh, I got red lights all around. But soon there'll be a freeway, yeah? Get my feet on holy ground. Once more. Top to toe in tailbacks. Oh, I got red lights all around. But soon there'll be a freeway, yeah? Get my feet on holy ground. That is from Driving Home for Christmas by Chris Rea. And final song and final question of this week's episode. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. And again, it's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. And that is from It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, originally by Andy Williams. If you've put Michael Bublé, I believe he's done a cover, I'm sure many others have. Give yourself the point, that's absolutely fine. Well, thank you very much for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. If you did very well in the quiz, well done. If you didn't do so well, that's fine. Think of all the knowledge you've absorbed. And if you're already asleep, well, that's a win too. If there's any subjects or topics you'd like to be tested on, get in touch. I'm on Facebook at facebook.com/Midnight Quiz Club. We're also on X and YouTube, so I'll put a link in the description to them as well. But that's all from me. Hope you have a great week. I'll see you again next time. Good night.